Brought to you by Lister Pros TV, streaming from Tempe, Arizona. And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, Jordan Nielsen here with Lister Pros TV, and today we're on Real Estate Pros, and we have a very special guest, Roger Lewis, Senior Sales Associate from Starwood Custom Homes. And so welcome to the show, Roger.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, great to have you on the show. I think a lot of the viewers may be interested in learning a little bit more or, maybe demystifying some of the myths about custom home building and whatnot. But we'll give you a few minutes to introduce yourself. How long you been with Starwood Custom Home? Frankly, I've been a huge fan of your guys since we started working with you guys. I think it's been well over a year now, but some of the projects that you guys do are just incredible. Like, you walk in, I'm like, goodness gracious, because we've shot thousands of homes, and it's never ceases to amaze me when I walk into one of your guys' houses to see something that I've never seen before. It's pretty incredible. But I'll let you introduce yourself. How long you been in the custom home building business? How long? A little background on Starwood Custom Homes and whatnot.
Okay, my name is Roger Lewis with Starwood Customs, as you said. I have been in the building business most of my life. My father was a builder, and so I've been around it for many, many years. But I've been with Starwood Custom Homes now over 4 years. So back in 2012, and so actually nearly 5 years now that I've been with them. And it's been so fun working for some people who have great vision. So it's the Simonton family, Josh and Jake, and they are always looking for the latest and greatest and cutting edge, whether it's ideas in the home, software to help the customer stay in tune with us, the builder, and stay connected in the process, or the latest gadgets that you can do at home. It's really fun to work with them. They're great. They're awesome, and that's been fun. So when you see some of these things that in our homes, it's because of the owners, and it's because all of us, we get involved. So every time we have a customer help them design a home, they get involved. They look through the plan and say, hey, you know what would be really cool if we did this and this and this, and it really wouldn't cost them much. We're swapping this for this, and we'll run those ideas by the homeowner, because I would always have a homeowner rather say, you know what, no, that's neat, but I'm going to pass on that, instead of later on hearing, man, I wish I would have known I could have done this.
Right.
So we try to never hear that in the process. So we have a lot of fun in designing these homes with people, and we've seen some neat things. We go to a lot of places and see other homes. You can always be learning, and so we're always learning and sharing those new ideas with our customers.
So let's talk a little bit about the process of building a custom home, because I think, even me thinking, building a custom home, that seems so not necessarily difficult, but it seems like there's a lot of steps. It's more complicated than just buying, from some builder that's just building a bunch of homes that look the same, It's
true, and a lot of that is kind of the fear of the unknown that people have. We will help make it not complicated. So a lot of people will call us, stop in, see one of our homes and love it and say, wow, I have no idea where to start this process. And they'll call in, and I will invite them in and say, you know what, come in, we'll just have an informational meeting only. That way they'll know they're not coming in to sign on the dotted line or make a commitment or write a check in that first meeting, but they come in and I will explain the process and say, you know what, we're going to go down these simple steps. I'm going to make it easy for you. This is the timeline each step will take. Here's the process. Here's how I will help you. Here's how I will help keep you in the budget that you set, and all the way through the process. And here's when money is due. And at the end of that meeting, it usually takes about an hour. And some people maybe a little longer if they have a lot of questions. And they leave that saying, wow, I didn't know it could be this easy. And I'm glad you're here to help me all the way through. I had somebody who just signed a home just recently and says, wow. He says, I called 3 builders, and the other one said, oh, well, we built for about this much a square foot, and there was no plan yet. And I said, come in, and I'll share this with you. He goes, you took it step by step. you told me we're only going to do one step at a time. And so I did. When it was time, when we had a floor plan, I took him in, we went and selected appliances. I went to another appointment, we selected plumbing fixtures. He says only doing one appointment at a time he said that was fabulous. He goes, I could concentrate on that. It wasn't too long. I wasn't burned out. He goes, I heard horror stories about how stressful it is to pick all these things for the home. He goes, you literally made this so easy, and now we're starting the home. And he's like, I can sit back and enjoy and watch this home be built. Plus, we also use this program called Builder's Trend. It's a software program. And so our buyers, they can go out of town. He goes, we go for a month at a time to our home over in Oceanside, California. I can log on my phone. I can log on my computer and say, well, who's supposed to be working on our house today? It's the plumber, and he can see the schedule, who's there, and if there's a delay, what the delay was, when we'll be back on track. And he can see pictures. Our project managers are fantastic. They all have iPads with cameras. They take pictures, and they upload these pictures each week. So literally, you can be in France, get on your phone, Wi-Fi, and see what's happening on your home back home. And you know the next step. It'll also tell you, hey, we need to have these selections by this time, this date. And usually we have them picked out already. And it really it simplifies the whole program and organizes it. And we really think communication is the key. And if we don't like surprises, we assume our buyers don't like surprises either.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't really realize that, but that seems like the communication between builder and homeowner makes it super simplified, and they can always see where they're at in the process and get an update and kind of see that the project's still on schedule as normal, and also when they need to pick out the ceiling fans and stuff like that. The
important stuff.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about custom touches. First, we'll talk about you guys have a fairly new office with several conference rooms in it, and I thought it was intriguing when I walked in, not only because there's Lister Pro's pictures all over the wall, I love that, but how you have like one more of a modern design, one more like contemporary, just different style conference rooms, so when people can go in and they can get a feel for the type of home that they want.
Yeah, so we moved in that home into that new home office of ours back in right around Christmas time this past year. So when people come in, I'll ask them, do you like reclaimed wood type look, restoration type home? Do you like modern? Do you like traditional? And a lot of times they wonder why I'm asking, and they'll tell me, oh, I love reclaimed wood. I'll walk them back. We have a conference room that's it's all reclaimed wood, that type of a look in it. And I said I just wanted to have you more comfortable as we sit down and talk, and they love it. And as we walk down the walkways in the office, we have pictures that you've taken of homes we built over the last year, so they're recent, and I can stop and talk about each of the pictures and this. And there's one that people always love. It has a couple of built-in 4 bunk beds. And it's right outside the office of Judy Beecher, who it's her home. And so a lot of times I'll kid with her and say, well, yes, this is the grandma's room or grandpa's room, and do you like it? See what they say, because she listens right then. But they all love it. They stop, and we've actually had some people duplicate that room.
Oh, wow.
So we'll have a lot of fun with that. Office, fantastic. Love for people to come by, have a tour of our office, see it, answer questions, open, 5 days a week.
So custom touches on the homes, so you guys have, so what is your guys' process around picking out, the flooring, there's so many variables when you're building a custom home, paint colors. How do you guys make it simple for the customer?
We actually, we have a couple interior designers that we work with on a regular basis. And so when it comes time to where there's a builder agreement put together, and we're making these selections, we'll bring in that interior designer. And we have a couple different ones that we think might specialize in certain styles or personalities fit the best with. And they can meet all of them if they like and choose the one they'd like to work with. And we include some of that in all of our homes with us. And so they'll sit down, look at the plans, and a lot of times they'll make some recommendations to make changes in the floor plan for art placement or headboard placement or, those types of things that maybe the architect and the owners and myself might not have thought about. So we'll make little tweaks to the plan from the interior designer as it's going along, and that helps. And then they'll start gathering together pictures like on Houzz and Pinterest if they like, and they'll send those to the interior designer, and they'll start putting together selections and working together on those items. We'll arrange for the appointments for to choose the plumbing fixtures, the appliances, some of those things. When you start getting into the flooring and the backsplash and the countertop and the cabinet color, my expertise is not colors. I'm wearing black every day. But we'll let the interior. But I'll go with them a lot of times and kind of work through, make sure we're staying within budget and so forth. So we let the people who know the best cover those areas, and we stick with what we know the best.
So Roger, being with Starwood Custom Homes for almost the past 5 years, what has been your favorite project to date?
My favorite project to date. That's hard.
That's the $1 million question.
It is hard. Because we've done some really neat homes, some hillside homes that got these spectacular views at the end when you go and you look out and you see these city lights and drop down. Some we built basketball courts in. So I don't know if I have one specific, because some of the people they melt my heart when I see how happy they are when they get the home and walk in, and they're just excited. It may not have been the biggest or fanciest home, but maybe they were the most excited. And sometimes those are my favorite. Yeah,
absolutely. There, I will say I do have one that is probably on the top, and it was one I believe it had a several $1 million backyard. I just couldn't. It had so many customizations around University of Arizona. Like I walked up to the front door, we rang the doorbells, like the school song. There's like so many U of A references in the house. The basketball court inside the house had, the Wildcat on it. It was pretty incredible.
I tried changing those logo out to Sun Devil logo, but but the owner who was paying for that said no. No, they're actually friends of mine, and that was a lot of fun. The logo was put on the basketball court kind of as a surprise by Starwood to him. He went to a medical school at U of A, and huge U of A fan, and so we did something special for him, put that on the basketball court, and surprised him with that. It also is in some of the furniture that is above the pool, and the Wildcat logo is actually in the artificial turf in the soccer area of the grass in the backyard.
So it's like you turn a corner and then there's like something else you see. I'm like, wow, like I think that's why that house sticks out to me. There are so many things. Like the kitchen was gorgeous. The beams above like the family room was incredible as well. And then everything was automated. How smart. And the backyard, like you can turn on the torches with like a push of a button, and all these. I'm kind of a tech person, so I can appreciate those things in the house.
That was a lot of fun. They continued to add more since they moved in. But yes, they've automated a lot of things. We did a walk-in refrigerator in that home.
Oh my gosh!
Those custom beams were designed by the interior designer who worked on that, and a lot of those finishes, she did a fantastic job. Yeah,
the house is incredible, I gotta say. Awesome, Roger. Well, awesome. So if somebody watching this show right now and they're like, they want to dabble, they want a little more information about your guys' custom homes, how do they get a hold of you guys?
They can reach me at the Starwood office at 480-888-1907. They can email me at roger@starwoodcustom.com. There's also Mark Young and Blake Reheis, also salespeople there, and they can reach any one of us. And but that's the best way is and our website is starwoodcustomhomes.com. Is call the main office, email one of us, just stop by, stop in. Somebody there will welcome them.
So Google Starwood Custom, and you guys
will come up on the first page.
Awesome. Man, well, this has been a pleasure having you in our studio today, Roger. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to come on to Real Estate Pros and talk custom home.
You bet. I've enjoyed it. I can talk about this forever.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for joining us on this edition of Real Estate Pros. We will see you guys on the next episode.